who would I be sending staked BUSD pigs inside of a time lock to? Well, let's have a look at who I'll be sending them to. What the fuck? Hey guys, Richie here once again, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency, that's right. I need to put that on a t-shirt or something. So this is a video I've made in response to the release today of the Piggy Bank white paper. It's out. We can now have a look at it in more detail, and the UI for it is going to be uploaded tomorrow, so we can now have a look at and get closer to it for the launch, which is happening on the 1st of March. And I thought I'd make this video just to give an insight into my strategy for how to deal with the Piggy Bank and to address the current correction in the drip price, because a lot of people are asking me, hey man, Richie, what's going on with the drip price? Why is it going down? What the fuck? Well, things can't just go up forever. You need a little bit of perspective when looking at drip. Even 2-3 months ago, we were sitting around $40, $50 per drip token. And at times like this, when tokens are correcting, you got to think the bigger picture. We've got to think what's going to be happening in the future. The roadmap for drip is pretty damn good, okay? There's a lot to look forward to in the future. At the moment, 100% of the attention is on the Piggy Bank, and that's where you do have an advantage of buying into different areas of the drip ecosystem to prepare properly for the gains that we're going to be making. So beginning here on drip, this is my team 3 actually. We have the airdrop today. I airdrop from this account every Monday. As you can see, I have 27 drip here ready to send down, and we will be sending it down to everyone on the team this week with 25 or more drip in their faucet account. I just did the maths on that. That is 21 people getting 1.2 drip each person, so that's fantastic. We just hit 200 directs on this. It's growing really fast. Really happy about that. And this one, I plan to grow it just like I did with my team 1, which now has endless amounts of drip. I'm sending down 250 drip airdropped every week from that one. So if drip is something that you're still considering and thinking about gaining a good price to get into, well, the price today is looking pretty good for that. We've got $83 now on the drip price. So for me, when I'm thinking about drip initially and how I can use drip to get a better edge in the piggy bank, we need to kind of put it all together, right? So this is basically my strategy. Number 1, you need to have a pretty good faucet account on the back end. This is your foundation of your drip ecosystem here. So if we do go to my main account, yeah, we grab this one here. You can see there's 1,150 team members. Team building on drip is a great way to make passive income. And also, you need to reward your team as well, like I do. So this one is generating more than enough drip for me to hydrate, which is very important at the moment to hydrate your drip, because the year on is April when drip launched, okay, last year. So after that point, there will be accounts being closed from that point in April, because the year is over. The 365 days of payback that it promises will be over for some people who have been claiming. And the people who claim more than hydrate, we will see more and more of their accounts being closed, which is really bullish for drip in the long term. It's a great function that no one's really thought about. And when it does happen, you're like, oh, damn, I claimed everything. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy more. So that's good. So, hydrating your compounding your drip into your deposits is essential if you want a long-term lasting printer, long-term lasting drip ecosystem foundation like this. So what am I doing, right? So I have drip coming out of here. I try to hydrate as much as I can, but I do claim some. Use cases for drip are plentiful. We do also have in the animal farm, right? We come to the garden. The garden is also a great way to get an edge in the piggy bank, because the aim for the piggy bank that we all have is that we need to get pigs token. We need to acquire this pigs token by any means necessary, pair it up with BUSD and put it into the piggy bank, right? So looking at the price of pigs, we're going up. We're $392 per pig. It did have a nice peak at $429 earlier. Pretty much since the listing of pigs on CoinGecko that we have started to see this upward momentum in preparation for the piggy bank. I do expect the price to keep going parabolic. And now you're thinking, okay, I need to start purchasing this pigs token. It's quite expensive, yes, hitting on $400 per one pig token. So how to acquire this pigs token without having to spend a hell of a lot of money and capital to invest in the first place? Well, the good thing about pigs is it is a farmable token. You can farm it. How am I farming it? I'm using the drip garden. Drip BUSD garden, growing position in here. For example, what do we have? We have 1,351 here. So I am claiming out of the garden Then I'm coming up to the farm. Then I'm going straight in with that into here, into the drip BUSD pool. By holding this in here with drip BUSD, which really protects the price from dumping and all that nonsense, because, you know, it's still sitting here. It's got $70,000. The price of drip's gone down $20, but still my price is keeping very strong because of the pairing with BUSD. Of course, if drip does go parabolic, then you will be a little bit hindered there because it is paired BUSD, so you won't get as many gains, but you don't get as many losses. So for me, it works out really well. So I take whatever I claim there. As you can see, daily farming here, I've got 1.7 more pigs for me to use. So then adding that 40 more tokens, drip BUSD tokens in here to garner my pigs. So from there, I am then taking the pigs, going straight down into the liquidity section, and I've been pairing these pigs. Now you should have, if you've been listening to me, you should have been pairing your pigs for a long time to get ready for this, instead of having to take an investment of $10, $20,000 or $100. Depending on your budget, you could have been taking all your pig rewards from this point and just pairing them, as I have been. Then you would be reaching a pretty nice position like I have here. Now I've paired up about $22,000 worth of pigs in BUSD sitting right in here. If needed, I have also kept pretty much all my pigs from the launch of this, and I'm just sitting them in here. So I have 44 pigs in here and earning me BUSD. I take these BUSD and I use that to pair it with my pigs. I also am farming with dogs, and dogs I'm using as a tool to acquire more liquidity tokens too, by selling some of the dogs into BUSD and pairing them with my pigs. And of course the dogs will earn me pigs. So I have $27 here, not enough to claim. But coming up to the farm, we also do have here, yep, got another 0.3 pigs right here to claim them as well. This is generally the tactic, right? So we're farming dogs here with the stablecoin assets. This is another $91 here, ready for doing some action here, right? Great. And this is what you need to be doing. You need to be activating the entire ecosystem, running on your drip, running on your pools, running on your pig pen, running on your farm, right? And running in the garden. Creating as many of these tokens as possible, not paying attention to the token price. As pigs was falling and dogs was falling, what was I doing? I was compounding. As pigs are going up, what am I doing? I'm compounding. As drip goes up and down, what do? I compound. It's not about getting the dollar value of these assets at the moment. It's about acquiring as many as you possibly can within your means. And then from that point, when the token prices will explode, and God damn it, guarantee you they will. I'll eat my cat if they don't. Then this is when you will realize, oh wow, I sacrificed for a couple months by compounding and not taking gains immediately off the table, acquired more tokens, and then at some point in the future you will think, oh my God, look at how much profit I can actually pull out at the moment. So stop thinking about this as a 1 week, 2 week, 1 month system. This is a lifetime system. Well, not lifetime. I'd say you need to give yourself about a 6-month plan for drip, right? Figure out how long can you put off selling, how far can you go with your compounding, and what is your aim? How many tokens do you want to acquire, not the dollar value of the tokens, okay? That's really what you need to be focusing on, especially with your faucet, right? You know, my aim is always for this one is to max it out. I've just claimed a little bit more than I've deposited, but I've airdropped so much that my net positive is up in the 6,000, I think, maybe 7,000. Yeah, net deposit 6,215. So I'm in no problem here with being you know, I started my drip journey on this account in April, and I'm nowhere near to claiming out anywhere near my max payout. 9,000 claimed, 31,000 max payout so far, maximum max payout of 100,000. Airdropped 5,371 drip down to you guys, which means that my net deposits are always super high. This is a very important thing too. So this is key, right? Very key. Just small amounts of profit taking every day is enough. Now, since Animal Farm launched, I've had a very strict 30% profit take on pigs and 70% keep. And since the announcement of the piggy bank was made, about 3-4 weeks ago now, every single day I've been pairing up my pigs. That's how I've made this big juicy bag of pigs BUSD that I'm going to put down straight into the pig pen. So we don't need greed, right? See, have 3 tokens there. Sell 1, then put the other 2 into the pair. Compounding, putting off what we want now to get more later. This is the whole idea here. This especially works in drip. For every compound I'm going to make on my available, you're going to get compounding, and then you're going to get 365% off of that compound later on, putting it off for a bigger bag later on. Just growing your position. You come into the add pigs LP, right? This is where we will be adding our LP. Avoid pigs sell tax by using the liquidity helper. So I'm not paying any tax on this, okay? So taking another $1,500 here, supplying more into my pair, getting ready for the piggy bank. So that's simple. That is my plan, right? Now, taking into some of the mechanics that we have for the piggy bank, let's have a quick look into the white paper which was released, and I'll show you some of my other tactics, how I'm going to boost my entire ecosystem, paying attention to drip and the piggy bank and the garden and the farm all at the same time. All right, so the piggy bank. One other thing is, to make sure that you get the most out of the ecosystem. For example, what I do, I had 1 hour spare today. I translated the entire piggy bank white paper into Chinese. Look at that, sending straight down to our Chinese friends. Chinese community represent. Now you can learn exactly what the piggy bank is and how to use it, all in lovely Chinese. So you can find that in the Chinese group. If you are Chinese speaker, have Chinese friends, you want to get them into drip. I've now translated every document from drip into Chinese. You can join the drip China Telegram right here, Telegram Drip China. So get in there, yeah. Other ways to promote the ecosystem, very important. But we're going to do English, don't worry. So the piggy bank, pigs BUSD liquidity staking. Back at the pig pen. So we understand the manor farm revolution is complete and you have successfully established your stake in the animal farm, as I just showed you. With the dog securing the farm and the success of your gardening, we invite you to the piggy bank. Success of our gardening. I've picked up loads of BUSD and drip. I've been putting into the farm. I've been making that huge bag of pigs, which I'm now going to use for this. The piggy bank has been established utilizing mechanics hardened for centuries in traditional markets, making use of advanced time sequences forged in options markets. The map enclosed tells of a place where time and multipliers dance. As you progress, you will receive the lessons required. Go well, the piggy bank. So the piggy bank is the first ever non-inflationary variable time staking unity, which means that it's non-inflationary because they're not printing more pigs BUSD from some magical source, right? The payment of pigs BUSD is coming back out from the protocol because people are locking it for a certain amount of time. The longer that they're locking, they're getting more rewards on it. The piggy bank combines the best elements of Hex with the best elements of Drip Garden without the negatives of Hex, such as the inflation on Hex, always printing more Hex. The more Hex which is printed, the lower the circulating supply will go. Low APY. Hex's APY is going to be nowhere near as beefy as the 3% daily that the piggy bank is going to be offering us. I think Hex has a yearly APY of what, 40%? 40%? Whereas here in piggy bank, we're getting 1,095% APY. Diluted staking rewards due to centralization. Linear bonuses for longer staking. So the features of the piggy bank: earn up to 3% ROI a day on your principal. Variable. Your principal is increased through a time locking multiplier, creating an extremely powerful opportunity for compound growth. Compound growth, like we've been doing in drip for almost a year now and getting insane returns on it. Longer pays better mechanics with non-linear and increase in principal buying power for longer time staking. So it's non-linear compared to Hex's linear payments. Stake airdropping functions. For me, this is key. This is the most important tool which the piggy bank has, which nothing else has, right? That means that I can create a bunch of small stakes on the same wallet and I can begin to pepper them down to other people. Who would I be sending staked BUSD pigs inside of a time lock to? Well, let's have a look at who I'll be sending them to. I will be sending down one time locked BUSD stake to every one of my teams once a week. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how much I can budget to put into the time locks, but does it really matter, hey? It's not like I'm going to be sending you down $1 time lock. It's going to be quite significant. But with these stakes, that means that you will have another option. You can just choose to compound that forevermore, increasing your passive income in another way. Not just me sending it down into your drip faucet. Now I'll also be time locking you stakes into your very own piggy bank. This is an amazing opportunity for me. You know I love airdropping, and now I can be airdropping on 2 different dApps. offering yet another amazing opportunity for team building and boosting up teams, getting more drip. If people think, hang on a minute, he can send down airdrops and Pig's BUSD as well from his drip team, and he's sending down drip, like I want to onboard with him, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Into these drip accounts. I have 3 drip accounts. Team 1, which is the big one I showed you. Team 2, which is drip roulette. I do it every Friday. And we have team 3, this one that's airdropping today. And I'm going to be sending down 1 time lock stake to each team once a week to 1 lucky winner. So this staked airdropping function is awesome. It's going to completely revolutionize this space. Early end staking ability in case of emergency, where 100% of penalty paid goes to stakers who do not emergency end stake. So if someone else ends their stake before the timer is up, that penalty will be paid to everyone else who is staking. Have multiple stakes from the same wallet, allowing users to set up convenient lockup strategies. Man, I can't wait to get into these lockup strategies, and once the dApp is launched, I will be making another video on these, but I don't feel comfortable talking about my lockup strategies when the UI isn't out yet, because it just seems like it's a better opportunity to go through the dApp and talk about strategies when it's actually running, not beforehand, because we don't know if, things can change. The future's never written in stone, so it's better to wait for that point. The multiplier, this is cool. The multiplier for time locking rewards is placed on the staker's principal, not tacked on to claimable divs at the end of the stake. So this is the point of linear and non-linear, I think. So that means that if we come to this little chart here, rewards over time, your rewards will be growing non-linearly over time. There is no big prize for finishing your stake at the end. You're going to continue to get that, but the longer that you stake towards your final endpoint. So for example, you time lock it for 6 months, okay? By the time you're getting to near the end of your 6 months, you're getting a huge majority of that reward into your daily divs, not in the early stages. This encourages people to make stakes and hold them for as long as possible, probably completing them, because who would make a stake and cancel it? Unless there's some huge emergency, I don't think many people will be doing that. It makes the bonus rewards for time locking stakes exponentially more powerful, as the staker compounds the increased ROI generated from the bonus multiplier principle. So you can compound your piggy bank stake and time lock it, so that as you're getting closer to the end of your time lock and compounding, your capital is going to go insane. The bonus is not fully applied to the principal on day 1 of the time lock stake, and it is instead applied to the principal using the above displayed distribution curve. 30% of your multiplier bonus being added to the principal in the first 75% of the stake's length. So if you did 100 days for the first 75 days, you're only going to get 30% of the rewards. For the last 25 days, you're going to get 70% of the rewards. The rest being added exponentially to the principal in the last 25% of the time lockup. Ooh! So 70% of your staked nonlinear reward for your time lock being given to you in the last 25% of the time that's being used. This encourages people to hold off longer, which will help to secure the price of pigs and secure the balance of the piggy bank. Referrals is also, of course, going to be a huge one for anyone who is going to be onboarding. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for you to get great passive income. The referral bonus you get is depending on how many dogs you have staked in the animal farm. This not only heavily incentivizes dog staking, but also prevents self-referral leeching. Because I could refer myself. But as I was saying before, that means I need to have 13 dogs in every single wallet to do that. And it's going to be, it's going to be quite expensive and ultimately useless to do this. We also take advantage of a referral system through the whole life of the project, not just in year 1 like REKT did. The whole life of this project, the referral system will be running, and have a battle-hardened referral system that cannot be used to leech or drain the system. Yep, the same one as the garden, works perfectly. Stake airdropping functions allow you to airdrop time-locked stakes to your friends and family, which can also be used as rewards to your community and following to incentivize referrals. That's what I'm talking about, yeah? I'm sure I'm not going to be the first person doing these time-locked stakes to my drip team, but I'm probably the first one announcing it, so that's cool. So yeah, Team Crypto Mischief 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be getting your Pigsby USD airdrop lucky draw. Yeah, that's right. Congratulations, guys. The referral commission structure is based on the highly successful BR3 4P dependency model, which was a Fibonacci sequence progression. So what happened with BR34P, as you can see here in the beginning of its chart, this is when there was a farm launching called REKT farm. Near the end of that farm, which was not as successful as Animal Farm, Forex learned from his mistakes. This is why he's an amazing dev. He continues to grow and innovate on the ideas that he had before. So as you can see here, it did fall and then it flatlined for a long time. When Drip began, he added some extra use case to BR34P, saying that you needed to hold BR34P or BREEP to unlock your referral rewards for the Drip faucet. And this is exactly what's going to be happening with dogs now, where people are going to have to hold 2 dogs, 3 dogs, 5 dogs, 8 dogs, or 13 dogs to unlock the full potential of the referral bonus, which is 5%. Now, at the moment, we're looking at the dogs price, right? Which is also doing really well. Like dogs has managed to, since the farm went deflationary, dogs has managed to kind of sit around this $50 to $60 mark now, and it's now become very stable, okay? Great news for dogs, great news for dogs holders, woof woof. But then, you know, that's when people were saying the same thing about BR34P when it flatlined down at like, what, $10? I think it was down at like $7 at some point. It was absolutely so cheap. That's when I bought a load of it, actually. And then since then, you know, we've peaked at $440 was the peak for BR34P, which is nuts. That's also ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So the moment you're thinking, oh, holding 13 dogs, that's not so much. You know, that's what? $60 a dog, you know, it's $1,000, then you've got your full downline. But months from now, do you think the price of dogs is still going to be $50? Or what if it does shoot up to $200 or $400? Then we're talking quite a lot of capital going into dogs and people holding it, securing the price of dogs. So it's really, really great use case also for our dog token to make sure that the farmable token on Animal Farm, as I'm saying, right? Dogs price has been given an added amount of stability. That means we can get into the dogs REKT BNB, the dogs BUSD, with faith that the token is now more protected than before because it's got extra utility. And what are we doing? We're farming pigs. You get pigs rewarded by staking with your dogs. Dogs has now been given added utility, which means that you have more security for yourself. So now you can farm it not just with dogs, you can farm it with drip. Like, combined together, you're going to be able to make a massive army of pigs, lock those pigs with BUSD, get them in the pig pen, earn time-staked rewards. Man, and team build with it. Team building with your piggy bank to increase the size of your drip team through incentivizing airdrops. This is what I'm doing, right? Using every single tool the drip ecosystem can offer me to create a mammoth bag of tokens. The last page of the white paper just goes over the fact that you can add liquidity to Pigs BUSD without paying that 3% tax, okay? The piggy bank provides utility for Pigs BUSD LP tokens, creating additional incentives to farm pigs, hold pigs, and purchase pigs. Create your pig liquidity tokens using the liquidity section on the Animal Farm to avoid 3% sell tax on the pigs token. Fantastic. So if, you know, someone asked me what's happening, what about the drip price? Now you know what I think about the drip price. What did I say? Get more tokens, yeah? Put off the instant rewards for what is going to be an even greater prize later down the line. What is my plan with the piggy bank? I just told you. I'm using the entire ecosystem to work towards getting as many tokens as possible. And I'm going to be incentivizing my drip team by opening stakes, time locking them, and then airdropping them down to my directs. Okay, peace. Hope this helps you plan out in terms of the length of my stakes, how long I'm going to be doing them for, how many stakes I'm going to make for myself. I will be divulging that once I get into the dApp and I run some numbers and speak to some other guys, because there's people in crypto who are a lot smarter than I am. Peace. Don't get wrecked.